I guess we could get started. What's up, everybody? It's me, Erica, and we are down here. Girl. I can barely open my eyes, honey. Girl, I was wearing little boys out this morning. Young boys out this morning for not taking a dog out the way they supposed to do. Girl, had to read the riot act this morning. My cancer child was like, "Mom, please stop yelling." I was like, "No, because I'm letting you know you gonna know when I'm mad. God damn it." It's not gonna be like, "Oh, I'm mad," and no, you gonna be like, "Oh, she's pissed, she's mad." Yes, take the dog out as soon as you get up. Period. Oh, that's my alarm. That was my alarm to stop my to get my thing off the timer. I have to put an alarm on everything because first of all, I'll be on a kitty cloud, high as giraffe pussy. Do you hear me? Somebody said that I need to bring back the high. I keep my standards high as giraffe pussy T-shirt. It's not up there. Hold on a second. Hold it. Hold it. Okay, let's see. My standards are high as giraffe pussy. It's there. Yeah, I didn't take that down. It's right here. My standards are high as giraffe pussy. There's sweatshirts, tank tops. You don't need no sweatshirts right now, but we have tank tops. Oh, I only have I don't like these tank tops. I think I'm gonna take this one down. They're probably cute, but I don't like the back. It's like give me old lady tea in the back. I like the racer backs. Anyways, yeah, I have merch. Y'all know I have merch. Here are some of the things that I have merch on. It says "Face the Nation." Yes, all men. My standards are high as giraffe pussy. Um, what is this? Why are two of these showing? Okay. Choose better, chose me. That I'm gonna update. Off with his head and protect your energy. I think that's all I have for right now. Where them fans at? I love the "My standards are high as giraffe pussy" pillow. I think it's cute. And "Face the Nation" pillow is cute too. I have stickers that say "Yes, all men. My standards are high as giraffe pussy. Choose better, chose me." I have those stickers. I also have little mugs that say "Yes." Oh no, choose better, chose me, and then "My standards are high as giraffe pussy." And then I thought I had, oh yeah, the pint glass that says "Yes, all men." That's a cute glass. That is a cute glass. And then I have bags that say "Choose better, chose me." A little accessory pouch. Those are really cute. Um, as little gifts, I have a "Protect Your Energy" tote, and I have an off with his no, yeah, "Off with his head" tote bag. Let me show you that. I got my boots on the ground. I use this all the time. I love my bag. I use it all the time. "Off with his head," a queen. Yes. So this is the bag. This is a certified organic tote bag. So you can get these at the thing. So I use this when I go grocery shopping. I use it for everything. When I go to the park, I use it for everything. I really do. And it's really cute and sustainable. And yeah, it's good. It's a good little tote bag. I love it. Like I said, I use it all the time. I'll be at the grocery store. The little old ladies be like, "Ooh, that's cute." What does that say? "Off with his head, a queen." Ooh, I like that. We love a good conversation piece, right? T-shirts, handbags, little things. And I think it's really cute. Like you can do like little gifts for people, like a sticker and a little the stationery, the little notepad. I have a "Face the Nations" notepad, "Yes, all men" notepad, and "My standards are high as giraffe pussy." So you could do like a sticker, a notepad, and a mug or something like that. I think it's cute to do like a little, like you could do a little gift bag with a pillow or something like that. Get somebody a pillow. I think it'd be a cute thing. I always think like "Choose better, chose me," and "My standards are high as giraffe pussy." I think that is perfect for the girls on their way to college for their dorm rooms. I don't know if they could say that, but the pussy is not spelled out. It's P*SSY. But they could have a pillow because they come in all cute, really cute colors: green, blue, red, orange, yellow, maroon, pink. So that would be like a cute pillow for, on their bed, right? My standards are high as giraffe pussy. What else do we have? We have stickers, like I said, mugs. I thought I had, I don't know where it went, but I had like a little tin. I have a tin mug that says yes all men. It's like a camper tin mug. You know, when you go camping and you have those little tin mugs, it looks like that. I would go get it, but it's all the way over there. I don't feel like walking all the way over there. You lucky you got this. What did I do with the bag? Oh, I put it over there. Anyway, so I don't know what's going on. I watched the Cree Summer interview with Shan. I did not take any notes. I just watched it. It was an hour. I watched it sped up. It was actually really good. They touched on a lot of points. Cree is just such a light. She just like, she's 55, and she just is talking about, aging and the wisdom. Like, I love the fact that more women are now coming into this kind of age group where, even with Gen X, I feel like it bridges the gap with Gen X as the millennials are getting into their mid 40s, right? Late 40s, mid 40s millennials, early 40s. They're like 43, 44, right about now, 45. You know what I'm saying? So for me, because I'm like kind of in the center, I consider myself a zennial, but when I look at the years for the zennial, I don't make it in that year. But I really the value set and the programming that comes with Gen X, I I didn't get I don't it didn't really resonate with me. Um like the older Gen X, right? They didn't resonate with me because I felt like they still had some baby boomer tendencies, and it was hard for me to relate, like with my cousins and stuff. And I was like actually like literally in the middle, like in the middle of like the older and the younger cousins. But I um I feel like, I don't know how to say. I think I feel like we're all in community now. Now, especially now that the girls are in their early 40s and they're going through changes, they're understanding like how they're feeling. Like Cree said, a lot of women don't understand when they'll be like, "You old bitch," and this and that. When you get about 38, and you guys can get in the comments and attest, when you get about 38, and then for some women it takes a long time to stop, is actually our sexual prime. And when we desire sex, we're more horny. Like she said, like I got older and I got more horny, but that's like the story for a lot of women. And that goes into the energy of, oh, she has a boyfriend or a partner that's about 10 years younger than her, right?
It's been since my 40s, always younger men.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And you're the father of your children also.
Father of my children, also 16 years my junior.
That's where you get those women, because they have a sexual appetite now that a man their age cannot satisfy. Not many men their age can satisfy. So you would get somebody a little younger. And what I've been reading is that the women, they're coming into contact with younger men, but those younger men are having like ED, like they're having issues performance issues. Girl, the girls are having performance issues out here with the big black cocks. They having performance issues. They just trying to find. Did y'all like that Shannon Sharp impression? Girl, I come down here, I don't have nothing planned. That is part of my work as a Virgo, because we have to have things just right. Just right. Do you hear me? We have to have things just right. Also, I'm also a Libra rising. We have to have things just right. It has to make sense. That's why sometimes I get down here and I'm still like fixing myself and doing myself up, because I'm like, girl, you just have to start. And so, and part of the things I used to have like agendas, right? And I used to think, okay, these are the things that I'm going to talk about. But for me, I said, okay, a way that I can kind of work on my issues with having to make sure everything is just right before doing something, I'm not going to have an agenda. I'm not going to have anything to talk about. I'm just going to come down here and whatever comes out, and that's what it is. And that's like, for me, that's like some work that I constantly have to do, because every day y'all see me and I start this motherfucker and I'm actually doing other things, because I feel like everything needs to be just right, but I can't do that because everything is not going to always just be just right, and you cannot wait to start something waiting for it to be just right. It's never going to be just right. It's never going to be 100% perfect. You can try to get it there, but how long is that going to stall you from actually getting it fucking started? Just get it started, girl. Just start the video. So that's the thing I've been going through with myself all the time, all the time. So that's what it is. So I don't know what I was talking about. Oh, I don't have anything to talk about because yeah. So I'm really happy that the girls are coming into this kind of awareness about their bodies, and understanding that as they age, they are coming in contact with the desire to want to have sex more frequently. Where's my mirror? Oh, Shan and Cree Summer. So that's what I was saying. What I was saying. Okay, let me get all my thoughts together. So what I was saying was I am enjoying the fact that the women are coming into an age where they're kind of understanding what it's like to be an older woman. And then also coming into the understanding that because we live in this system where it tells you that something is wrong with being old, that's why women, like I was thinking about that the other day, how women don't say how old they are. That's like you never ask a woman how old she is. Why? Because a woman doesn't want to tell you how old she is, because in your mind, once she says how old she is, you're going to assign a bunch of check boxes to her, to that person, and say, do you check off all these boxes? If you are 50 years old, do you check off all these boxes? Or if you're 45 years old, you don't want to tell anybody that you're 45, because we're ashamed. We've been taught to be ashamed of aging. There is an entire beauty campaign called anti-aging. That doesn't even make fucking sense. And all that is a way that you can appear younger, fine lines, wrinkles, whatever the fuck they trying to tell you, so that you can look, so you can still be desired by who? Fickle ass men. She talked about that.
Oh, as a girl, it was completely dependent upon the male gaze. And now it's dependent upon my gaze.
Like abandoning that. And I talk about that too. Abandoning looking at yourself through the eyes of men, or through the male gaze. This is why, to that professor's point, women are taken offline. Women are taken out of the wheel of taking care of children and not being able to have children, menopause. We're taken offline so we can sit in front of women like Cree Summer. Now, it's a lot of old fools out here, but we can sit in front of wise women like Cree Summer and listen to her, and just listen to how she has grown into and how she feels about things. She also talked about, where's my fucking phone? Oh, she also talked about hold on, let me get to the little synopsis here. Her marriage, I didn't know she was married. I think she said he was 16 years younger than her. She talked about her father and how he created an energy around her that even if she didn't have a concept that they were in survival mode. She didn't say that precise, but she didn't have a concept that they were nomads. They were driving around. They were bartering, using bartering system. Her father would stop at a gas station, not have any gas, but then offer services to the people at the gas station, then have gas, and then say that they're going to the person's house to eat afterwards. So her father always made sure that she was taken care of, and so and her mother appreciate that about him. So she talked a little bit about like her heritage and how her father just was just like a free spirit hippie, like that's how her parents were. She said her mother was dating Dennis Hopper. I was like, what? Okay, anyways, so she said that, so because her father was like that, right? They lived in a school bus driving around, but she never had a concept of it wasn't going to be okay. Like her father always made sure to keep an energy around them, like despite what we're going through, we're going to be okay. And that her father loved um making the good out of something that would be considered a mistake, and that he was really, Shan said, mischievous about trying to figure out, like, where there's a problem. Okay, there's a problem, let's figure out how we're going to fix it. Don't basically roll over and die. But so she felt like if she was ever around men and they had an energy about them that they didn't know what was going to happen next, they weren't prepared, um they didn't they weren't reassured that everything was going to be okay, the sex stopped.
So mistakes were a thing to go, what's going to happen? Or what are we going to do? And I love that as a girl.
As soon as she felt like she couldn't be safe, the sex stopped. And
when the men in my life, my partners, expressed a fear of if we were going to be okay, I really had a visceral reaction to it.
And I really believe that that should be the energy around sharing your body with another person, is you being able to feel safe. And because that you're being, and not also, and not like, not stroking an ego, not stroking a man's ego during sex and telling him that, he's the best and it's so big and ooh and making sounds and doing all the extra things. I've said it before. I have a video that I haven't uploaded yet and it's in the phone, but I talked about it, and I was trying to figure out, like, did I want to post it or not, but I talked about how when having sex and growing up and understanding that I myself, for me, I never wanted to put myself in a position to have sex with someone in exchange for something. And I'm not talking about sex work. Not talking about sex work. I'm just talking about me, a civilian, right? And having sex, I always, when I watched women around me and girls that I knew that were my peers, getting with men, in exchange, like, offering their time, their energy, their company to men in exchange for money. My father always told me, and even though he gave me a lot of advice, relationship advice, that didn't center me and centered men, one thing he told me was, um, if you ask a man for money, he is going to want pussy in return, period. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. He didn't sugarcoat it. He told me point blank. That's what I'm telling you. You got to tell people the truth, especially young girls growing up. You got to tell them the truth. Don't romanticize nothing out here, or you're going to set them up. We're going to get back to Cree, but I'm just giving you a little personal story. Me, I always had in my head, if I'm going to have sex with somebody, I'm going to do it because I want to do it, not because I'm expecting something in return. That's for me. That's me. That was my philosophy. So in my life, I always wanted to have sex with the person I wanted to have sex with. I never wanted to have sex with anybody that I had to have sex with or in exchange for something. You understand? That was just a personal philosophy. What would turn me off immediately is somebody actually preoccupied with sex. That is something that always turned me off. I'm like, you're too much in your dick that you can't even think. Like, girl, get away from me. That has always been a turn off for me. But having sex where you feel safe, and when you no longer feel safe, your pussy goes like this. like a Venus fly, like a Venus fly trap, and closes. That's how it should close. As soon as you don't feel safe, as soon as a man doesn't make you feel safe, he should not have access to your body if he's not a safe person. As soon as you have a feeling, so that's how she felt. Um, she Her perspective on intimacy. She talked about what she likes in having sex, what she likes now, and how she likes to experiment. She says she likes to have the hand around her throat. She loves the person looking in her eyes. She does want a partner, and but she doesn't want the partner to live with her. Did you hear that? She was like, I want to, like everything else, I want it to be kind of traditional, except for I don't want him to live with me.
And another really interesting thing I've discovered about myself is I don't know if I ever want to live with someone ever again. Mm-hmm. I think, as non-traditional as that is, I really would like a traditional marriage, a monogamy.
And that's why you have to find a man or woman or person with the mindset that they're not codependent in relationships. They don't have a desire to control you in any way. They just want to be in relationship with you in order to have a shared experience. Let's experience this time of our lives together, meaning that they want someone to be a witness to a portion of their life. That's it. This thing where, oh well, she waited so long, now you want to get married. No, 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 no. I've done my life. I've lived, like Tracy Ellis Ross, a full robust life. Now I want to have a dude around. I mean not around like living with me, but yeah, I'd like to have a partner. That's where Tracy Ellis Ross and Cree Summer are, and they're around the same age range, right? um the women are finding it difficult, right? Because of the way, especially in their age range, the way those men in their age range and their peers and their generation are socialized to show up in the relationships. It's not healthy. Nobody wants to do, girl, get away from me with that. That's crazy. So I love that she said, if the person didn't make her feel safe, she was not having sex with them, and that's her thing to this day. She says menopause has made her more, has a bigger appetite, sexual appetite. She's just gotten horny and lost weight, she said. And that was funny. The importance of finding a partner who provides safety and positivity. She talked about that. Cree's hopes and expectation for her love in her golden years. Like she said, she explained it. I thought it was really good how she explained it.
I really would like a traditional marriage, a monogamous marriage, a real committed marriage, but I don't know if I want someone in my home.
But I also love that how this all kind of ties in together of just like fucking the rules and really leaning.
I'm sure a lot of women feel like that. I've heard Whoopi Goldberg say that. So many women say, yeah, I like a partner. Cheryl Lee Ralph, she's married. They don't live together, actually live in two different states. And the fact of the matter is that we don't spend time talking about other relationship dynamics and other versions of relationship dynamics, and only focus on one that we know is unsustainable and does not work over generations. We are so focused on this type of relationship dynamic and what it looks like, and there's so many other ways and other types of relationships that you can be in with people, to experience them and to share parts of your life with. You don't have to be married. You don't have to be in the same home. You don't have to sleep in the same bed. You don't have to do any of these things. And once more couples come to the front and speak about their unconventional, non-traditional, or whatever their relationship dynamic is, and they're honest, and instead of performing like they're actually in a traditional, quote, traditional relationship, I think more people will come to the front and be like, well, this is the relationship dynamic that I'm in, and this is how we live. I have a partner and he lives in a different state, and this is how, and it works for us, and blah blah blah. I think more people who come to the front and say, We don't operate in this traditional mindset. We've been together 30 something years. This is how our marriage is designed. I think so many people are designing their partnerships after what they've been programmed and conditioned to model their relationships by, and it's not working. It's not working. And the way that the men are showing up, it's not working either. It doesn't work. It's not cohesive. I can't work with you. We need to be cooperative and collaborative. If you want to be argumentative all the time, we can't work together. That's not going to happen. It's just not going to happen. um Lessons on emotional security, provision, and rediscovering self-worth. She talked about having a big dick, and she has big dick energy, and she really doesn't want to have to, whip her dick out every time. She loves motorcycles. She loves a lot of masculine things, but sometimes she doesn't want to be masculine. She doesn't want to be in her masculine.
Because I've always felt very well endowed in a relationship, like I've got a huge cock in this.
Yeah,
woman.
I love that you gesture to your very large.
I always feel like I
lingam.
have a huge dick, and
want to be soft in her femininity. I really want people to understand that femininity and being a woman are not exclusive to each other. Femininity is an energy, and coming off of, like, it's a performance. You perform this energy, right? And there are attributes and character traits that are aligned with femininity. But when you think about femininity and you always align it to, quote, being a woman, please understand the act of giving birth is war of life and death. There's nothing feminine about that. So when you think that femininity is supposed to be for people with vaginas, that's not true. All you got to do is think of the act of birth, period. It's literally a war of life and death. It's not pretty. It's not pink. It's bloody. It's a mess. So there's nothing feminine about giving birth. So assigning femininity to the female human and believing they're the only people that can access and deserve to be sitting in femininity does everybody else a disservice. I'm just saying that, right? But she says she wants to be in her softness. She loves, but she needs somebody who understands that she has a big dick too.
What about a partnership that didn't embrace your big cock and your motorcycles?
Yeah, I need that. I need them to. Because sometimes I'm gonna have a big cock. I just can't help it. So then you'd have to be okay with it. when I'm bulging, you'd have to be.
That's the part. Like, and she was like even emotionally like, I got a big dick, and I need to be around somebody who understands my dick is probably bigger than yours, and you need to understand that. And we're not going to be fighting. We're not going to do this thing where we're fighting on who has the bigger dick. I guarantee you I have the bigger dick. And that's just what it is, because I could do so much more than you. Girl, yeah, I'm so tickled by that. Girl, I got the bigger dick. Trust and believe. And I'm gonna sit it out on the table. I'm gonna get on my motorcycles. I'm gonna get underneath my muscle cars or whatever. And you have to be okay with me having a big dick. If you got a big dick, I got one too, nigga. So FYI. I love that she said that. The importance of women making the first move. Now, a lot of the talk about partnership and the desire to partner, that's not a desire of mine, so it didn't resonate with me. So a lot of women who are aging, I love the part about becoming invisible, which actually for so many women, if you're not in a pick-me male identified mammy mind frame, for me, it's a relief that you become invisible as you get older, right? You walk into a place, nobody's really looking, because in this system of patriarchy, from a male's gaze, and in America, older people, especially older women, they're not respected or revered or honored, right? You old bitch, and you getting wrinkles, you this, you that. It's like you're pushed away, and in that, men don't look at you. So you really walk around with this this invisibility cloak, right? And it's actually safer, and it feels so good to walk around and nobody like be bothering you. Now, some women, doesn't matter how old you are, doesn't matter, the men are going to look no matter what, they're going to whistle no matter what, it doesn't matter what you have on. I remember my mom used to be like, these motherfucking men will whistle at a dog in a skirt. They would shoot, they in the damn butterball factory fucking chicken. So let's rewind. Just saying, let's rewind. But I did love that part. And you get down in the comments and let me know how, as you've aged, and you become kind of invisible. And that's invisible to men. And that's like, to me, for me, I love it. I actually love it. Don't look at me, girl. And me, I've gotten to the point where I don't even look at dudes, especially the black ones. Because see, we are in this place that centers men. So men, that's why they tell you to smile. Why you ain't smiling? A man is talking to you. Basically, you need to be smiling. They they've been put on a pedestal by everybody, including women, put them on a pedestal. So they think like, you looking at me, you can't wait to see me, right? You can't wait until I walk in. And men know that, especially the black ones. They walk in thinking like, everybody's looking at me, everybody's looking at me. I intentionally do not look, I don't give you zero attention, because I know how you're socialized. I know that you expect women to desire you. I know that you expect women to look at you. And I know that you expect, because you are black, and people fetishize black men so much that they actually love it, but they'll walk into a space and expect everybody to look at them. I literally, intentionally, consciously do not look in their direction. First of all, I've already spotted you from 100 feet away already. And by the time I get into your proximity, I'm looking down, I'm looking over you, I'm looking past you. I'm not looking at you, I'm looking past you. Shout out to Jay-Z. I'm not looking at you. I'm not. We're not going to get eye contact. You're, you might just smell me as I walk by, but that's it, girl. I'm not giving you anything. And a lot of men don't know how to act with that, because they've been taught like, I'm the center, the world revolves around me. I'm gonna walk into a spot, I'm sexy, I look a certain way. I know that the women are going to be looking at me, not me. I'm not looking at you. I'm not looking at you. Um, Asking men out, that didn't kind of resonate with me. I don't, that's not, girl. So let me see. Let me read some of the transcript, so that I can see the things that she was talking about. Hold on, let me go down to the transcript. Oh, and how she's honest with her daughters. She's honest with her daughters. And that's the reason, that's the beauty of women getting offline, where people are not looking at them. They're not worried about, what a man thinks about them, how the man sees them. And they're actually sitting down, imparting wisdom on the girls, right? That's the reason why, when that professor said that, that is why women are taken, quote, offline, like out of, like, you can't make any more babies. You need now that you are what, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, all the way up, crone energy, right? Now it's time that you're no longer making babies. Now it's time for you to teach, right? Teach the women that are going to be coming into the next phase of their life. It's time for the crones to start talking to the maidens, right? Talking to the women who are on their way to motherhood, if they choose that, right? That now we're having those conversations. That's what I kept thinking about as she was sitting there across from Shan. Like, this is why women are taken offline. This is why. Now, yes, granted, there are a bunch of 55-year-old women who are a bunch of fucking fools and a fucking idiots, because I imagine when Carly Red gets 55, the wisdom is not going to be the same at all. Like Zale the other night on Love and Hip Hop, he said, he told Carly Red she's supposed to be an oracle, and you out here making the most fucked up decisions. You're an old woman. You an old ass woman, 52, 53 years old. We know how old Carly Red is, right? She's right up there with Kenya, Claudia, that whole crew. Mimi, you 52, 53 years old, running around here like you have no sense whatsoever, like you haven't learned a motherfucking thing. You ain't imparting wisdom on nobody. You still chasing dick and trying to have babies at 52 years old doing IVF. Girl, you are nuts. And when Zale said that, I was like, he's fucking right. Girl, you 52 years old. You're supposed to be the oracle around here. You're supposed to be the one imparting wisdom to these girls, not demonstrating this fucking bird brain bullshit you demonstrate every Tuesday or Wednesday, every week. You chasing after a nigga. Oh, I don't know what to do. I'm so embarrassed and all this other stuff. Bitch, you 52 years old. Wake the fuck up. And look at Carly Red and look at Cree Summer. Look where the focus is. Look at those two women in the same peer group. Look at that, 55 and 52. And look at them. Look at the difference. That's what I'm saying. Yes, women age, we age out and we start imparting wisdom, but there's a lot of old fools around us. So you got to be careful. And I'm going to tell you what to listen for. If you like, I don't know who to listen to. It's so many women out here giving advice. If the advice does not serve you first, then they're not giving you good advice. If the advice centers a man, they're not giving you good advice. If the advice makes you abandon yourself, they're not giving you good advice. If their advice tells you to stop doing this so that you can be this way for another person, they're not giving you good advice. And you could feel when the advice is not good. So yes, you can listen to people. I always say take what resonates and compost the rest. But that is the main reason why we are taken offline. And yes, the girls still desire to be in relationship. They still desire sex. When you get older, your appetite for sex increases. That's why I used to think it was funny that I always thought it was funny that older men wanted to skip over women their age for younger women. And it wasn't until this is how I came to it. So I used to always I thought about it. Women get a certain age and their sexual appetite increases around 38 into their 40s, 50s. That's when their sexual appetite increases. It's like you literally, I remember in my late 30s, I was just like, girl, where is a dick? That's some real talk. And the person that I was with was 6 years younger than me. So where was the dick, right? That's how you feel. And that's how you got to understand. And so I used to think like, okay, so the women are coming into their sexual prime in their late 30s, early 40s, mid 40s. And the men their age don't want them when they could really be having a good, satisfying sex life with a person who actually wants to have sex, but they're going to younger women. And this wasn't until I realized, oh, they desire younger women in an effort to control and dominate. It's really not even about the sex either, because it doesn't matter for a lot of them. So they go to the younger woman, but it's actually women in their age bracket are the ones that they know how their pocketbook works. They know what they want in the bed. They want to have it a lot of times. And a lot of younger women, they don't even understand that, right? They really think they're doing something with their pocketbooks. And it's like, girl, no, get 38, get old. That's when they be like, you old bitch. Okay, get old bitch. Get old. And when you sitting over there on Essentia, okay, you sitting over there on Aquafina, you're going to be like, oh my God, I remember when Erica said that, girl, I can't get enough. I want to. Girl, what is going on? So if you don't want to deal with the niggas, you need to, Shan was talking about it, get you some toys or whatever. If you don't want to deal with the headache of dealing with a fucking person with a penis, then deal with the toys and deal with those types of things and deal with that. They talked a little bit about that. So I thought it was a good interview. Let me see if anything else pops out at me. Someone all the time, or to be looked back to be so deeply, that really turns me on. Oh yeah, so she said choked a little bit. I love that. I never knew I would like something like that. Now I think at this age, I would say, can you try this? Or, give that a try. Then I loved it. And I think I'm also a little bit more submissive than I ever thought I was sexually, not anywhere else, which is maybe why it shows up there. I like to be controlled. I like to be manhandled. That's why I used to post this meme that said, a man can't tell me what to do unless it's in the bedroom. Other than that, there's nothing. You can't tell me shit. You cannot tell me what to do at all. Unless we fuck. But yeah, a lot. I'm at an age. I'm not attracted. I find some men attractive, but I'm not attracted enough to want to be vulnerable and naked with any of them. Ugh. I'm not afraid anymore. I do want to try. There's more things I still want to try. I feel like a kid that way, but it's hard in this town. It's not a place where I have an opportunity. I don't get asked out on a lot of dates. I never get asked out on dates. Being 55 in Los Angeles, I don't know if it's being 55 in Los Angeles or it's just a strange town. What does it feel like? It's a weird juxtaposition. It's a weird counterintuitive feeling because I actually feel more beautiful now than I've ever felt before. That's one thing. When you stop looking at yourself through the eyes of men, you're going to be like, girl, you are the best girl ever. When you stop looking at yourself through the eyes of men, you will stop worried about what your body looks like. And if you're worried about what your body looks like, you're going to worry about it for yourself. You're not worried about what you have on. You're not worried about none of it. You're doing it for yourself now. You're not doing it for anybody else. And that's one thing that women have to learn how to do, is stop performing and doing all these things to be desirable for men. Stop that. Stop it. But as you get older, you'll learn it. It's just something that you learn. I've come into my face. I've come into my body. I've come into my sense of style. It's so weird not to be seen as much. You do become a little bit more invisible the older you get as a woman. Unfortunately, it's not to say it's fantastic to be sexualized. No, it's not like that, she says. But you do notice that the gaze shifts and there is a mourning that comes with that. Actually, it was a celebration for me. Don't look at me. I don't like nobody looking at me. Don't look at me. I don't care. I don't care if you desire me. I don't give a fuck. Don't look at me. Let's see, what else did she say? I think it was pretty good. I think we're done. Her coming into her own. I loved what she had on. Her personal style. I love Cree Summer's personal style. I love it so much. She said, I'm much hornier now. I have insatiable. That it's literally, and she says she's a late bloomer. It's literally, it feels like that. It literally does. Like, I don't know. You could get down in the comments and say, like, did you feel like that when you were in your late 30s? Did you feel like, oh my God, where are the orgasms? I need to have an orgasm right now. That's what I need to do. Is have an orgasm right now. That's how the girls feel. Let me know in the comments how you felt coming in, and were you surprised? Did you not believe the girls when they told you were going to start feeling hot in the pants in your late 30s, girl? And you can't. And the crazy part is, like, literally, you try to turn the faucet off, and it's like, girl, I thought I turned it off. What the fuck? It's so funny. And it's so funny because when the women are coming into their sexual prime, men their age are desiring younger women to control. And they're missing out on the good, wet pussy. They really they really are. When I tell you, it needs to be squoze. And we just talked about that the other day. It needs to be squoze. It's juicy, dripping down your lips, dripping down your chin, honey, girl. You try to turn it off. Get down in the comments. I'm telling you, you be like, "Ooh, girl. Ooh, girl. Where's the rose? Where the roses at? Where them roses at? Hey, where them roses at? Hey, where them roses at? Hey, bzz, 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 bzz. Where them roses at? Oh, 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 I got my on where your fans at? Where your roses at, girls? I'm telling you. So you don't, and that's the best part of it too. You really don't, like, when you start getting that insatiable feeling, You don't actually need a male person there. You can actually go on the sites, find you. They say they have the toys down to the Amazon, girl. Go and buy you a rose, a daisy, a tulip. I don't know what they call them, girl. Go down there and get you one so you can be like, whoa, 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 I got my boots on the ground. Hey, where them roses at? Hey. Okay, let's see. Yeah, she talked about her father. What was her father's name? Iron Buffalo. What was his name? Iron something, she said. And they grew up on a reservations with the Cree Indians in Saskatchewan. Red Pheasant. Who was Red Pheasant? They lived a nomadic lifestyle on a school bus. That sounds like fun. Yeah, that's what she said. She says, um, she asked about her mom. She says she delighted in her father's mischievous too. I love that because you got to think that she met this. They both met them, and the trajectory of their careers. He was the star of Francis Ford Coppola's first film, Fred Astaire's last film, and my mother was dancing in the chorus. She was dating Humasa and Dennis Hopper at the same time. What a player. I need to go look up Cree Summer's parents. Anyway, so that was it. Y'all let me know what y'all thought of the episode. I thought it was I think it's lovely that the women are interviewing, like, the perimenopause girls are interviewing the menopause girls. And I love that there's going to be so many women in that kind of, in the same kind of frequency that is happening. I think that's the one thing that I think is like amazing. Like, so many women. That's what I was trying to say at the beginning. Like, because I'm like in the middle, like a zennial, I feel like I relate a lot to the millennials, even though it feels funny to sit amongst millennials sometimes because I feel like I'm way older than a lot of like younger millennials, like in their late 30s, early 40s. You know what I'm saying? And so I feel like I'm a way older, but I relate more to their kind of values and energy about the thing. I really love that I was like an analog digital type chick. Like, I've had the analog life and I've had the digital life. I knew what life was like without the internet. I had experiences that nobody will ever see, nobody ever tweeted about. You know what I'm saying? Everything it wasn't for the gram. I still have experiences nobody will ever see. Just, that's something that I feel like I brought over. Like, I still maintain a level of privacy even with social media. I think I used to be an oversharer, like in person, because I used to just be excited to talk, being a Virgo, just talk and being excited to talk to people. That's why I was like, let me make a channel so I can just talk my shit. I can say what I want to say. I don't have to worry about nobody interrupting me. I can just say what the fuck I want to say and be gone, like I'm about to do right now. I'm about to go finish smoking my reefer. We about to make another video. Y'all let me know what y'all think about Shan Booty's interview with Cree Summer down to the YouTube. It is called I Lost My Sex Drive Because He Never Did This, featuring Cree Summer. Lovers by Shan. And I shared it on the community page this morning. So go watch it. It was really good. So let me know what you think. Take care of each other. Protect your energy. Let's get down in the comments. Peace.
Because I actually feel more beautiful now than I have ever felt before.